Yo, what's up guys, welcome to a new video on my channel. So I wanted to make this video because there's a patch coming very soon, and with this patch there's also coming a wipe. So there will be lots of changes to the flea market, the weight system, and changes to your stamina. To get off to a good start, here are 10 tips you need to know before the wipe. To start it all off, tip number 1. Make sure you complete quests as soon as possible and get as much XP as possible. Especially now with the upcoming flea market changes, it's very important to level up your traders. Also, the flea market will only become accessible from level 10 and not level 5 anymore. So really focus in the beginning on completing your quests and collecting XP so you'll be able to buy good gear and good bullets as soon as possible. If you're one of the few with access to good ammo, you have a pretty big advantage. Tip number 2. Make sure you know what items you're going to need for upcoming quests, so you can collect them and then you already have them, so you can complete them just right away. You do this to get through them as fast as possible, and you'll get XP very fast. The things you want to look out for are gas analyzers. You're gonna need 3 of them, the module 3 and body armor, flash drives for Skier and Jaeger quest, and you also wanna look out for silhouettes, because you will need that one for the first quest from Therapist. And again, with those flea market changes, you won't be able to complete this quest so quickly anymore, because you don't have the level yet. You need to be level 10, and these quests you can do it right away when you start, when you're level 1. So now you can actually see how much impact these new changes will have to the game. If you have trouble finding any of these items, you can find all the spawns for these things on my channel. I already did the Therapist Silhouette quest, and where you can find the most easy spawns. I also did the Skier quest, so I'm gonna make more of these quest guides so you can actually see where you can find the things. For tip number 3, I want to talk about your hideout. Your hideout now becomes extremely important to level it. It already was, but especially now, again with those flea market changes, you can't just buy stuff easy on a flea market, or they will be very expensive. So you have to rely on your own strengths. And now the hideout costs so much money to upgrade it, it's really worth it. So the hideout is a long-term investment, so in the beginning you can't do much with it, but once you have it a well upgraded hideout, it's a really good passive money maker as well. Think of the Bitcoin farm and the possibility to produce sugar and other expensive products like moonshine. Eventually you will also get the option to craft top tier ammo like Eaglenik and M995, so really make sure you upgrade that hideout. The advantages of a well upgraded hideout are a passive income, more XP, your scav loads way faster, and your skills go up faster. Using your scav in the beginning is pretty important, because it's actually just free gear. So every time your scav is loaded, try to play with it on factory for example, so you can quickly collect some loot and then get out. Also, scavs can be packed with very rare things like labs keycards, paracord, keys for quests and other things. They also often spawn with AKs. Now the AK is a weapon that shoots ammo that's fairly fine, and it's not too expensive. People usually only wear level 2 or level 3 body armor in the beginning of the wipe. And if you play on factory, you can get out right away. If you have sort of finished the game, then those scav raids are not worth it anymore, but in the beginning of the wipe they are just a free raid. Tip number 5. Do Interchange and Reserve runs. These maps have a huge amount of loot scattered all over the map, so it's not like there's only one spot with good loot. On Interchange you have the tech stores where you can enter without keys. On Interchange you can also find lots of quest items like gas analyzers and other things. On Reserve you have lots of weapons, like really much, even way more than Interchange. Everywhere there are crates with loot, and there spawns ammo all over the place for AK, BT ammo and PS ammo. These are very good beginner bullets and are also good in the mid game. So loot rage on these maps are very effective. What's very nice about Reserve is that as soon as the lever is pulled, raiders will then spawn in front of the extraction. They have pretty good loot, lots of grenades, HKs, M4s and so on. So that's also one of the reasons why you wanna play Reserve, and it's a pretty good loot map. Number 6. Stockpiling on weapons. It's good to have some spare weapons in your stash. Especially try to collect the 545 AKs, because there's lots of good ammo that spawns all around the maps. So you can easily fill your magazines with good bullets. Also, 7.62 AKs are good because you can buy PS bullets right from level 1. Also, 7.62 AKs are good because you can buy PS bullets from prepper level 1. These bullets are pretty good and have decent penetration. Try to save these weapons as soon as you have to complete quests, because then you can go well prepared and have a lower chance of dying. Since the previous patch they improved Scav jackets and pockets because they were really worthless before. So always try to loot their bags and pockets. Also, don't forget to check the jackets that are lying on the ground or hanging somewhere. The Scavs can spawn very good keys. They can also spawn quest items and quest keys. But yeah, really make sure to check them. I'm always like, it's just a scav, but when I then check them, there's a labs key card on them and that's 200k, so really check them. Try to use shotguns and Mosins in the beginning of the wipe. These are excellent budget weapons, because the ammo is really cheap for both of them. These weapons are also available from level 1 traders. At Prepper you can buy a Mosin with LPS GZH ammo. This ammo will one-tap every PMC without armor. The bullet also has a pretty high fragmentation chance. Now, what is the fragmentation chance? If a bullet hits a person, there's a small chance that the bullet fragmentates and does extra damage on top of your normal damage. So say you shoot at someone with armor and the bullet wouldn't one-tap. If it fragmentates, it does extra damage and you one-tap someone. The shotguns won't do much damage to armor because you don't have aces to the AP slugs. So I would take buckshot and go for leg meta or shoot unarmed targets in the thorax and they will drop immediately. And why? Yeah, because so many people at the beginning of the wipe are hatchet running and try to get some rubles and stuff, or just guys with pistols running, and if you have yourself a shotgun you can just, like, they have shoot pellets, so you do really much damage against flesh. Stockpile on meds. Every raid you're gonna need them. Make sure you collect enough meds because it's still impossible to buy big med kits from the traders. And you can't use the flea market anymore. You have to find them in raid. Now I'm gonna show you where you can find them without needing a key. So go to the map Reserve. So I'm now at the map Reserve and I'm at the depot. And this is more of the left side of the depot, but yeah, you wanna go to the house in front of you. So this, we're actually entering from the back side now. You can also enter in front and from the left side. But yeah, run down in this container and there can spawn meds below, but most of the meds will spawn above, so just check a bit here. As you can see, I'm checking some rooms as well. Now every room, I'm sure every room can spawn something, but yeah, as you can see, this is an offline raid, so I'm not sure. But yeah, above there's a higher chance. Also, again, make sure to check every room here. The meds are scattered all over this place. So yeah, here we found a bandage and gamma the shit directly. So if you're doing a hatchet run or pistol run for your meds, I breached that door. That wasn't the my intention, but yeah, as you can see here, car med kit on the table. So yeah, if you want to do your meds runs, do it here. And in the beginning, take every bandage, every medkit, every thing, every splint you see, because you're gonna need that. You want to build up a supply of meds. It's also useful to put the meds in your gamma container or alpha container or whatever, so you don't lose them every time you die. If you find something more valuable, you can exchange it. For every weight I would bring around at least 2 AI2s and also 2 bandages. With these things you can heal enough damage and you can also stop 2 bleeds. In case you're running out of meds, it's wise to do another reserve raid so you can stockpile again. Tip number 10. And this is not really a tip, it's more of a reminder, and I thought it would be handy to put it in this video as well. So if you buy Tarkov and it's Christmas, I think every player has it, but you get a free package. That package really helps you, and there's often a key tool, items case and a weapon. So go to your account, there you can collect your gift, and you will then get a message in your messages from system, and there you can collect it. So it works the same way with insurance, you know, you can drag it into your stash. And now the game is not stupid, you cannot do this twice. I mean, come on. Like, I mean, I know for sure some of you have tried it to do it 2 times. I did it in the beginning as well, but it doesn't work. Anyways guys, that would be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this will help you a little bit when the wipe is there. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.